Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to you guys. My name is Fani Reinders, and welcome to another session of live coding. It's been a while. It's been a week. That's a while in my books. How are you guys doing? I've been busy at Techorama Netherlands. We had a community stand there. We were representing SDN Cast. That's our little podcast that we have every week. And it was fun. It was fun to do some live streaming from there. And if you've not followed it, you can go onto Twitter and go on search under the hashtag TechoramaNL to see what was going on there. It was lots of fun. We had a lot of great interviews with some couple of folks, and it was. I really look forward to doing this again next year. So that was also the reason why we didn't stream last week, because we were so busy with all sorts of editing and getting back into flow of things, So let's see what's going on here. Welcome everybody that has just joined us. Just send me a wave in the chat. I hope everything goes well, because I've actually used some of my equipment at Techorama and Ada to so hopefully I've configured everything properly. So without further ado, let us start the show. Okay, nice. So I'm gonna see if I can get some music going here. For some reason, the music is not playing. There we go. Now I can hear that. So this is Wishful Drinking by James Flamestar. So it's a nice sort of oozing way of going. So what I was thinking to do, I don't have much time. 10 o'clock I need to be out of here. Yet again, this was a kind of an ad hoc stream again of me. We need to take my daughter to Den Bosch. So I was thinking, maybe we can investigate some of these things. If you can remember, a while ago, I worked on a project called, it's like a job card program I've done for my folks long ago, like 10 plus years ago. That was written in WinForms, and also now because .NET Core 3 was launched just now, I thought, well, it might be a good idea to investigate that project again. Maybe we can follow a different upgrade path and getting that project to .NET Core rather than to refactor it completely like I tried previously, taking it completely serverless. So I was like, let's change gears a bit and to see if we can maybe upgrade it a bit on a different path. So I see the chat room is quite it's quite quiet in the chat room, so I'm not going to actually spend some time just wave at the folks that's there. And what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be switching to my screen. I think there we go. So if you want to follow along, let me just change the song. Oh my soul, this is let's see, this is Viking guitar. Can we play some ambient songs? No, this is ambient. Let's see. Some hip hop. I think that's. You seem to be the only one worthy of a final test. Let's see how this goes. Hip hop. Great. Okay. I think this is okay. Okay, so if you want to follow along, go check out my repo jobcard.vnext, and that's kind of the attempt to sort of get the application going. And it's a very good. No, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. Let's. That's fine. In any case, so if you want to follow along, this is the source code for the serverless thing we've been attempting. So what I'm going to be doing, actually live for the first time ever, I'm going to see if I can find the actual source code, because this is a new machine. See if I can find the actual source code of that old program. And I'm just looking for it off screen. I think it's in my Dropbox. Login. Yes. Does this work? Does not. Let me see. That works there. Let me see. I think this is it. Can I download this? Oh yeah, there we go. This should be it. So how do I download this now? Out. Download. Okay, so hopefully this will work. Okay, so there's that job card program, and everything should be intact there. Just gonna maybe put it here on dev. The job card. I think that should be fine. And then put it here. It's called Raytech job card. So that was back in the day when it was Raytech, the name I used. So if I actually run this, will it work? I don't think this will work though. Okay, it's complaining about some smart screen filters. It actually works. See, it actually opens up, which is quite cool. So let's see if we can get this guy. We need the source code of this. And I think to do this, we would need what's that called? Reflector or something. Reflector. Is it reflector? I'm not entirely sure what it's called. Well, .NET reflector. Is it from JetBrains or something? ReSharper. Decompiler. .NET reflector. Let's download a free trial. Really? phone number in there. Let's download ReSharper. Okay, so open it. Okay. Continue, accept, install. Right. So that's it. It's been installed, I believe. There we go. Reflector 10. Great. Okay, this was, I believe this was there we go. So if I want to decompile this guy, something should be happening. Yeah, there we go. Something that decompile. Alright, so there's that forms. Great. And what else? I need to get a few other things. Let's see if we can get this one. I think this one. All these other ones need to also go. So if can I drag this on here? Of course I can. Great. So is there a way? Okay, so that's the module. So these are C#, and it's actually interesting because this was done in VB initially. It's quite cool. Alright, so now import, export. How do I do this now? Welcome, if you've just joined us. I'm busy trying to decompile an old assembly that I want to get the source code of it, and then I want to upgrade that to .NET Core to see how that will work. Analyze. It's been decompiled. System I don't need. Aha, there we go. So we need to say what? Decompile. Oh man. Oh, there we go. Export source code. So we don't want to put this. So let's put this on dev, job card. Make a new folder. Old. New folder source. Yeah, we'll put this there, and then maybe we'll put this job card. Why is this doing this now? That's not supposed to happen. Where is this thing now? Why is this thing not doing an X backslash, you know? Alright, so let's do that. Okay, and then we would also need to export this little guy. Yes. Yeah, I've done that. The soft button, I would suppose. Start doing that. What do we need? Yeah, we need to decompile that as well. Job dull, decompile that. Export source code. Close. Export, close. Hopefully this is working. Job report. So it's back in the day when I had so many libraries for the same thing. Look, there's even a RayTech, what's that called? RayTech data framework. My old framework, can you believe it? Amazing. Okay, so now I should have all the source codes in here, and I should be able to create a, let's see, if we create an empty solution, let's create a new project. It's called solution, and then let's say next job card old. And stick that into the in here, right? So select that. Okay, that should do the trick. Great. Not now. See, that created a folder now. I didn't want to create that folder. Let's exit there. Put it there. There we go. Okay, so we open up this to see how this can work. Okay. According to me, everything should work fine. Add existing projects. So what do we do first? We add this one. Yeah, it works. And we also add the DAL, the data access layer. We add some business logic, I believe that is. Reporting logic. Can you believe it? That's interesting. A crypto framework. The data framework. Back in the day was entity framework wasn't existing. The data lookup window. So many components, eh? And the soft button. Great. So if I just interestingly enough, where does this core my okay? This references now these references. That's not supposed to be. So we have DAL functions and job reports I need to reference. We can actually look at like the DAL functions and the job report. It's also doing the crypto framework, data framework, and basically all of these guys. Reference it. Great. And this is referencing what? The DAL is referencing the functions. Okay, and the crypto framework, the data framework. Don't judge me on this code. Do not judge me on this code. If you just joined us, we're having fun picking up an old project, like 10 plus year old project, just decompiled it, trying to make it run. And then the idea is to take it directly to .NET Core 3 because it supports WinForms, and this is a WinForms app. It's a perfect example of a typical application that we can take to WinForms. Let me just see. Okay, that's that. So the job functions, okay, that doesn't reference anything. Job report. Okay, so I need to somehow reference these DLLs, these ones. So that one, and I don't think there's anything else. No. So I'm gonna copy those folks out of there, put it maybe in an assemblies of yeah, for now. That should work, right? Hey, if you have a question on what I'm doing, just in the chat here on the right hand side, you can hit me up there, and then we can code this together. See if this works. Browse, assemblies, and I think I'm gonna reports, the viewer after reports 3, and that's it. Yes. Okay, that should work. So job dull. PDF export. We want the viewer, active reports 3, and I think the Outlook interop. And those ones we want. Okay, that works. Job dull. There's nothing there. The crypto framework. Add a reference to the crypto framework. That's that one there. And we need a reference here to the Ratex soft button. The references all over the show. Folks, if you've just joined us, welcome. Glad to see you guys. So I'm gonna build this one. This should build fine. Shouldn't be any problems. Unsafe code may only appear if compiling it with unsafe. Okay, is that like a thing? Okay, I didn't do this unsafe things. I think that was a resharper that probably did that. What's this pointers and stuff? Have to fix that. Take unsafe out here. Actually take unsafe. What is? I don't know what this is doing. It's a bit of a bug, I think. So this was supposed to be VB, you know, back in the day, but now it's C#. Take X++. What? Oh, that one. I don't know why it's doing that, so let's have to take these things out. These stars I've... Ooh, darn. These stars, I don't know why it's doing that, you know? Vista button. Can you believe it? Let's see. Okay, so that should be fine. Make it work. Okay, that compiles. We've got one thing compiling. It's that Ratex soft button. This one. Okay, so now this one is also complaining because it's like, yet again, what is happening here? My mouse is going rogue. What is the problem? Namespace form could not be found. Really? Ratex soft button. Add reference to the Ratex soft button. Okay. Okay, that's fine. System.core. So let's add system.core. I think it's here. I'm not mistaken. System.core. It's not here. Interesting. Is it here? Don't think so. Is it here? System.core. There we go. There's system.core. And that was found in the GAC. Can you believe it? It should be found in the GAC. Let's just head up back. And oh, com? Really? Let's browse and just hit that in back in the GAC. There's system core. Just have to find it, and then it will work. Hopefully. Okay. The namespace form cannot be found. Unassigned exception. To create compilable code, filter at IL offset was blah blah blah. What? What is all these things? Can I add a reference? Using forms. I think that should take care of it. I'm gonna take away this because I have no idea why this is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Take it out. What? Okay, that's a catch. Let's remove these tries. And see what happens. Okay, that kind of does not work. Everything should be fine. Ah, I see. It's like it's pulling up. It's cool. It's pulling up these local resources. Interesting. Okay, so this is not compiling. Why? Lookup button doesn't contain definition for value submitted event. Really? Data lookup window. Lookup button. Ah, wait a minute. Value submitted event. Value submitted event. Can you believe it? What is that now? Should be this guy, right? It's missing a property, I believe. Pop-up window. That's interesting. Oh my soul, so many errors. This column options. Okay, so soft button is working fine. That is one that's working. Okay, it compiles. And this one using Visual Basic, is that a thing? I think this should use C# though. Ain't it? Because this is C#. Why is this using Visual Basic? It's not supposed to happen. does not, no accessible method, event H. That does not exist. Maybe that. But what is the difference between... okay. Visual Basic Compiler Services. That must go. What's this? Collection. Is it a thing? Object model. See, decompilation works, but not really always that great, yeah? Collection of type what? String.split. That should work. Convergence to string. I have no idea what this is. Let's add a Visual Basic reference again. Conversions. Let's add that back. It's obviously something. It's a thing, obviously. Okay, so there are lots of errors here. Just want to see what's happening here because I've messed around with this guy. Okay. That's obviously not working together. That should work. That should do the trick. Yep, there we go. And now we need to, I think we need to create a caption, because this obviously doesn't have a string caption or something. My whole thing is messed up. Caption. Already contains a definition for caption. Where? Oh, there. Okay. Great. But why do you break? Why do you break, though? Only assignment call new object and can be used as a statement. Oh, that's weird. Why put this in brackets? Okay, if you're gonna be decompiling, at least do it consistently, you know? Alright, so this is supposed to happen. So now it shouldn't have any, well, pardon me. Okay. This is in a... Is that a thing? Oh, golly. I have to go all these code now. Wonder if it'll work though. Oh, there's all these errors. Let's go there. I don't even know what that is. I'm not even gonna go there. Row. So long ago, I will kick myself for all these code. If I look at it back now, it's a complete mess. Yep. I'm on the verge of actually saying, you see, I can just use the compiled versions, right, for this. But the problem is, it won't work. I don't think it will work on .NET Core because it's not standard compatible. First, I have to get it standard compatible. I don't know why this thing is complaining. Row. Use of unassigned local variable row. Can we do that? No. Data set. I think it's not new row or something, is it? Is that how you do it? No. Data row dot new. Nope. That's not what I want though. Let's do that. Oops. Okay, so at least it will compile though, but this, how do you create a new data row? And let's jump into the docs. Create new data row. C#. Data table new row. Done. Data table. Oh, what's wrong with me today? A new. What? New row. Come on. System data new row. Really? It's 4.8. Okay. It's still the same though. Data table. Data table dot new row. Right? Okay, so what's the problem now? Why it's this complaining? Object reference is required to non-static method blah blah blah. Okay. Well, non-static. What? There we go. It's new row. It's supposed to work, right? So why is this complaining? An object reference is required. Oh, I probably need the data table. Okay, I know. Duh. Form table. That will work. Great. Go upstairs here again, and I think this one is the same. You go from table dot new row, I believe that is, and num7 is a default of ints. Please let this work. Okay, that compiles, so at least it compiles. So we've got the window, we've got the soft button that's compiling. Now this data framework thing won't compile because it's full of crap. Let's see, the crypto framework. Okay, so the crypto framework will also compile. Okay, that's fine. So if we delete this reference and add it back again, that should still be fine, right? So that's fine. So system core. I'm also going to delete and add explicit reference to system core, which is that one there. And system data set extensions. maybe it can pop up. Okay, so we've got a lot of... I don't care about the warnings now. Just care about the errors. Just, default value is a type of object. Why is this a default? Should be string. Okay, so what do we have here? Yeah, we've got this again. Have to fix these kind of things. Hope that's the problem. Okay, so we've got that going, which is great. We've got 15 minutes left. Okay, so there we go again. Of those things, I have to get rid of these things. Okay, that's something that will disappear. And that one there. Okay, so what's this? I is defined in assembly. You must add blah 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 blah. So let's do this. Let's add that assembly in there, and this should be link. Is this the case? Data table does not contain definition from the enumerable. Okay. Do we say to list? Or just say system.link? Yeah, it is in here. Element add or default data row. This is such foreign code, guys. To list cannot even dot rows maybe. Will that work? See if I remove this, also it won't work. Don't complain about that. This won't work. It needs to be. What is it trying to do? Yeah. Element add or default data row index number. I don't know what it's trying to do here though. Parse nulls. Interesting. Parse nulls, can you believe it? Okay, does that have a... Okay, to list maybe? Come on. It's iCollection, it's iKnowable. So 2 and maybe let's do this. What's happening here? 2. Okay. Maybe let's get back to this in a sec. Okay, that compiles. That's cool. Okay, so now let's see, that's done. The crypto framework, okay, that's also done, I think, so that's fine. So now all the RayTech and all the third-party dependencies should go away. Now the problem is this job dull. So let's just compile everything to see what happens. Lots of errors, lots of errors. Okay, so let's go to the lowest common denominator, rebuild this. Okay, so it's now all these dollars. You're not supposed to have dollars in your names, come on. That's the problem of decompiling, folks. Look at all these things. So maybe let's go Control F. Replace that with nothing. I think that's a fair step. That should fix half of the problems, I believe. And introduce 600 more. Add a reference to soft button. Can you believe it? That go away. Thought it had a reference to soft button. Okay, well, job dull. So wait, functions. Where are we now? Where are we now? So we're on functions now. And it's complaining. For some reason. About that. The public is not valid for this item. Do that then, in that case. If you're not, I don't know what I'm doing. Take away all these errors, introduce 600 more. But this is fun, right? Doing it live. Okay, so that should get rid of a bunch of things. Okay, so that kind of works. So there's one still. This guy. I think that's it. Okay, there's one there. Unassigned variable view. That should do the trick. Okay, so now functions are built. Dull is expecting to be breaking. System.link, come on. There we go. Data functions. Let's add a reference to data framework. Table adds a new rule. Again, that problem. What are we doing? Set field values. Something what? Table. System.link. I'm gonna add system.link to this guy to see if this maybe will solve the problem. Link. Really? Don't you have link? Should have link, man. Come on. Link. System. Don't have link. System.link. Come on, really? Don't have system.link. We have system.link here somewhere. Where's system.link? System.link should live somewhere, right? So system.link. That's part of the 2. Okay, so this should be part of the what? It's not. Okay, interesting. So this should be part of 3, hopefully. Also not. Ah, okay. 4, maybe? Okay, so that's part of 4. 3, 5. Okay. So, system.core 35. Aha, I see. System.core 35. Okay, so this should go and this should be added to system.core. I think core was that one. And now link should go away. Yes. So interesting, if I do this, that still complains. Okay, boom, boom. That goes away. Well, not entirely. XML, please disappear. Come now. System.xml, come now. System.xml. We need the dataset extensions. That's what we need. If you just joined us, welcome. And we are now busy doing a few things on .NET Core. Well, getting there. And I almost need to go. So I need to get system core data extensions. Dataset extensions. We need this guy. Now that will go away. Yes. So I wonder if I go back to the data framework thingy. Where I commented the code out. Where was this again? This wasn't here. Somewhere here I've commented code out. Let's see. Rebuild. Let's see. Okay. What? That's interesting. Wow. That's very interesting. It's dull. Very dodge. We can get rid of most of these things. And type, probably string, text or something. No idea. Okay. Let's just go with default for now. This will break because it will be null. But look at all these errors. I think it's. Let's see if we can these things. Here we go. Actually should spend some time getting this code in order before we actually do some fun things to it. Maybe I'll check on the old laptop I had the source code that was working, but this was fun. I think looking for all these problems, and I think we should just make this JPEG or something for now and do that, because I think that is string. Must be parsed with the ref keyword. What? A ref or out value must be an assignable variable. Okay. Now do that, an array. There we go. Okay, that goes away. Same goes for this, right? So we need to say var JPEG. Can I do that? Var string. What is that doing? That's not what it's supposed to do, but fine. JPEG. Paste that in there. That should be fine. Buffer. Default byte. Is it even valid? That should be valid, right? Flag. False. I'm just falsing it. Then on top here we have a bunch of interesting things. What? String to int. Default value. No. Oh well, my there we go. 1. Okay, that works. Now dull should work. Well, there's one problem somewhere else, most probably. Okay, quickly need to wrap up this thing. Okay, so there are so many errors here. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna save this and pause the music, go back to myself, and it was nice. Thank you for the folks that has joined me in this very short stream. If it's something you would like to see, hit me up. Let me know in either Twitter or reach out to me in the chat, and then let's see if we can maybe take this code base to see if we can change as little as possible to get it to rerun on .NET Core, and then we can see maybe we can refactor from there to get more things going. Unfortunately, I need to run. It's raining outside, lots and lots and lots. So I need to get going, and there's a few things I need to do today. But thank you guys for tuning in this short stream, and I will check you guys later. Thank you, and have a nice day.